Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome to Heart podcast. In this podcast, we slow down and have genuine conversations about the things that touch our lives, our struggles, our growth, and everything in between. I don't know if you can hear the background noise because the AC is turned on, but anyway, just drop that. Today, we're talking about smoking. And I don't know, this is not really something I would personally talk about because I usually talk about the things that I'm going through or the things that is at least relevant to either me or anyone around me. But smoking is not really relevant to me or at least not currently. But I still wanted to talk about smoking. And let me tell you something. I've told you before I started working, and before that, before I got this job, I went to several interviews, and not exactly several, but just a few places. And whenever I go to a place and I find people there smoking, I don't know why, but I have this feeling that this is not where I want to be. And it turns out that it didn't work for some reason. It didn't work, and I leave and I don't proceed in this place because I don't know. It's just since I was young, I feel like cigarettes. It was not really. I had this negative perception about cigarettes, and I believe everyone should have this negative attitude, negative perception towards cigarettes because it's not a good thing. But in reality, this is not always the case. So let's find out. Let's talk about smokers. Um, I will categorize them into three types. So smokers, they generally fall into three categories. First, those who have already quit, respect, total respect. Number two, those who are trying to quit. You're fighting a real battle and we see you. Mad respect again. Third group, smokers who still don't see the problem. They're smoking and they're in denial. They do not realize how smoking is bad for them, how pop culture sold us this lie. They just take one puff at a time and they don't care. This group, this third category that we want to address, we want to talk about them. Because if you belong to number one or number two, it's understandable. You either have quit, which is super good, or you're trying to quit and you acknowledge the fact that cigarettes is bad for you. But if you belong to category number three, what are you doing? Like for real, what is this? Why are you in denial? And denial is just a powerful thing. I'm sure this third group of smokers, they know that smoking is harmful and they have heard it somewhere. But the thing is, they don't see it, or they don't see it in action, or they don't think it's that close. Like for example, when it's always written on packs of cigarettes. It's always written, "Smoking causes death," or whatever, any similar sentences. And maybe they just read this every time and they think to themselves, you know what? It's not immediate. Like it could happen, but it does not always happen. Like you see people, in their 70s or in their 60s and they're smoking since, I don't know, since they're, uh, they were young and they're still living until their 70s or 60s. So I feel like smoking is not really a thing. You could be smoking for a long period of your life and still be alive. So they don't feel the damage in the moment and it becomes easy to tune it out. And what do they see instead? They see smoking as a way out from stress, a symbol of rebellion, a way not to not care about things, to to be rebellious and to be cool, or maybe to be sophisticated even, or maybe it's a ritual, or it's a result of peer pressure. It's something social or something familiar that you're in this group of people and they're all, if you're all of your friends, they're smoking, then you have this tendency to smoke as well when you're with them. And this way, smoking is tied less to illness and more to identity. It's not just a habit, it's more of an aesthetic, it's cinematic, it's personal, it's romanticized even. And that perception has a cost. And when someone is smoking, what what do we actually see? We can see, oh, someone is cool, maybe confidence, a little danger. I remember when I was in high school, my peers, they used to go around and walk with a pack of cigarettes in their hands. And when they sit somewhere, they put like you always find a phone and a pack of cigarettes in their hands. And when they're taking pictures, I don't know, they still are showing the pack of cigarettes. And nowadays I see people, it's not just cigarettes, it's you have the vape. When they're taking pictures, they're always having it in their hands. So they look cool. And if you think about it, you might find traces to this idea in movies. It's like we've been trained because in movies, the hero always lights a cigarette after the final battle, or what's called the femme fatale, which it's a French expression. It means the deadly woman. She always smokes in slow motion, so showing how smoking is kind of sexy, sophisticated, and mysterious. It's not just a coincidence, it's marketing. It has worked for decades. And through this process of marketing, we have romanticized the idea of smoking. And because of that, many smokers don't see it as a threat, they see it as a vibe. And behind every puff is $1 million campaign to sell death as a style. Like companies, they do this, they don't care about you, they just care about making money. They will do whatever it takes just to sell the product. They will make it look beautiful and look amazing, and they'll make you feel that you need this and that in order to be a man, you need to smoke cigarettes or whatever, any social ideas that they're bombarding us with. All they're caring about is money, just taking money from you. And you know what? It's actually ironic because those people who smoke because it's rebellious or because it gives them this feeling that they are doing something wrong and they kind of like it, or that they're going against the flow, not caring about what society says. Ask yourself, is it really rebellion if you're doing exactly what a global industry wants you to do? Like as we said, it's all an industry. They want money, they make money from you. They sell you ideas. You take these ideas, you adopt these ideas, and you start behaving according to these ideas, and then you buy the cigarettes. As simple as that. So lighting a cigarette does not defy the system. You're not defying society or anything. It actually feeds it. What you're defying is maybe your parents. If your parents doesn't want you to smoke and you're smoking, the one thing you're defying is your parents. And your parents, they want the best for you. So you just go for the worst. You feed capitalism, you feed them money in exchange of uh your health, or not even an exchange of, like you're not even resisting, you're not resisting anything, you're giving them your money and your health. You're burning money, you're feeding addiction, you're trading time, energy, and your body for just a short hit of dopamine. So you're definitely not resisting the system, you are buying from it. And behind this glamorous scene of someone smoking, we see the consequences: coughing, bad breath, waste of time, waste of money. years shaved off your life, and your life you will be asked about it. You'll be asked about your health, about your money, about your time. How did you spend your time? Um, what took away your health and all that. And imagine if you're asked at the day of judgment about your time and your health, and you said, I wasted them on smoking. I wasted them for a cigarette, for this small cylindrical rolls. And what's really alarming is that we're not just romanticizing the idea of smoking, we're also romanticizing the idea of death. Like I saw this. Okay, first I'll tell you two quotes that I've read. Number one, it was from an athlete. So he wrote, training to have strong lungs so I can smoke more. And when I read this, I was like, dude, what is this? Like, brain is not braining. How can you train? Like, you're training and you want to have strong lungs, and then you're wasting this on cigarettes again? That's not strength. That's self-deception. We can spin the story any way we want. We can joke about it, intellectualize it, philosophize it, whatever, but it does not change what's happening inside our bodies. Reality remains the same. Every cigarette is a silent surrender. A silent surrender to addiction, to an illusion, to a death that doesn't have to come early. But when you're smoking, you're making it come early. Another quote that I've been seeing so often on Twitter is smoking kills, but we were born to die anyway. Okay, I know it sounds poetic and even fatalistic. And I realize actually it is an allusion to a popular song. And again, we're going back to the idea of media and Hollywood and movies and how these things are affecting how we perceive things. So again, we romanticize the idea of smoking, oh, it's cool and stuff. And then we romanticize the idea of death. That's like, you know what? I already hate my life. I hate things. I hate people. I hate everything. And smoking is my way out. And when I smoke, it makes me feel good. And then if it makes me die, I don't care. Death is good. I don't want to be with these people. So again, we're romanticizing the idea of death to escape this life that is hard for us to live, maybe. And yes, life is hard. And yes, we're all going to die. But how we live and how soon we die is often a choice. And the years that we're living is a chance for us to be better, to do good. Because this life is not meant to be lived haphazardly, it's meant to be lived purposefully. So why rush the end? You're not ready. I'm not ready. We're not ready for the end. Why trade long-term well-being for short-term comfort or image? Trust me, we're not ready. We need each and every opportunity in our life, each and every minute to make things better. So again, final message, if you're a smoker who's in denial, you deserve more than this, trust me. More health, more time, more breath, and more truth. Quitting is your strength, it's your power, and you're not alone. I know how hard it is, but you need to quit. Start with your mindset. Start adjusting your mindset. Admit that this isn't who I want to be anymore. This isn't who you want to be anymore. Just admit it and start behaving accordingly. Start controlling yourself. Start having self-discipline. And yeah, that's it. This episode wasn't meant to shame at all, but it's just a call out to you because I care about you. And thanks for spending this time with me. I'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah. Cigarettes doesn't take care of you. You take care of yourselves. Take care.